So I'm recording. And we're going to get started in child. So just coming all the way into child's pose and focusing on breath. So just focusing on taking the breath down into the bottom of the belly. Hi, Audrey, welcome to class. We're in child's pose, if you can hear me. I think your video is off as well. I can't see you, just so you know. There you go. Welcome, Audrey. So we're in child, just breathing deeply. Every time you take an inhale, taking more air into your body. And every time you exhale, releasing more air out of your body. And then starting to be aware of taking complete breaths, using the bandha at your navel to help you complete your exhale. Making sure that all the air has left the body before you start a new full inhale. And then you can come straight into your full Ujjayi breath. So activating the second bandha at the throat and balancing inhales and exhales. And then keeping that breath going, just walk both of your hands over to the right side of your space. So you're in a side stretching child and you're breathing into the left side of the body. You're looking to create space between all the ribs on the left side. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then going all the way over to the left side with both hands. So you're stretching into the right side of the body. And again, we're holding 2 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center and pull yourself all the way up into child's pose, into tabletop pose. So from child coming up onto all fours. And we're just going to start a few rounds of cat-cow. So belly drops, head lifts up as you inhale and exhale round. And let's do 2 more like that. Inhale into cow and exhale to cat. And last time, inhale and exhale, rounding. Come back to tabletop pose and just step both of your hands, one hand in front of you. Now I want you to pull your shoulders above your wrists, drop your pelvis towards the floor and bend both legs as you inhale into a very exaggerated cow shape with a spine. And then exhale, press back almost into child, looking for an exaggerated cat feeling in the back. And then again, inhale, just rolling on your knees, coming forward. And exhale, pressing back. And we'll do 3 more. Inhale, come forward. And exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. And last time, inhale, forward. And exhale, back. The tabletop pose, once again, pulling your wrists underneath your shoulders. And let's move straight into sunbird pose. Right leg, left arm, stretching out. And 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. And exhale, take your left arm out to the left side of the space and right leg out to the right side of the space. So you're in awkward airplane balancing pose. And 3 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. exhale, last breath, and exhale. Inhale back to sunbird pose, big stretch, and exhale everything onto the mat. Changing sides. Right arm, left leg, lift up into sunbird, and we're just focusing on stretching. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last breath, and exhale, opening into that awkward aeroplane. And once again, the focus is on stretching, even though you're working quite hard. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last breath, and exhale. Inhale, come back to sunbird. Exhale everything onto the mat, and you're going to hook your toes and press your hips back into downward facing dog. And again, looking for the stretch in dog, really pressing hips up as high as you can, checking up on how the body feels. And we hear 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale both feet to the front of your mat. Arms reach up as you inhale and find prayer pose on the exhale. You can set your intention for the class. Keep it short, keep it positive, keep it present. I'm going to ask you to find and focus on the stretch part of each pose. So I know some poses are challenging and you've focused on balance or strength, but see if you can find a little bit of stretch in every single pose that we come into today. And we'll start by stretching up as we inhale and twisting to the right, stretching out through fingertips as we exhale. We're going to stretch back up to the sky as we inhale through center and exhale, stretching to the left. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, see if you can find a stretch as you fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, stretching through the crown of the head. And exhale, step back to plank. Maybe stretching arms or legs in plank, coming down onto the belly. Inhale into cobra and exhale back, downward facing dog. And stretch the hips up in dog. Take a deep, big inhale. Exhale both feet to the front of your mat. Arms reach up, inhale, and again we twist into the right as we exhale. Inhale, come back up to center, and exhale to the left in a twist. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release forward. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale, step back to plank. Come down to your belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. And again, inhale and exhale both feet to the front of your mat. Reach up as you inhale, twist to the right on the exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, release forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back to plank. Come down. Inhale, exhale back, downward facing dog. I want you to shorten your dog a little bit. So just bring your feet slightly closer or your hands closer to your feet. And then just reach underneath you with your right hand. And you're looking for the outside of your left ankle. So you're twisting to the left. See if you can find a stretch in this pose that is quite a strong pose. 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last breath, and exhale. And release your right hand back to the mat, left hand twisting underneath you over to the right side. And then kind of pull yourself underneath that right armpit as you deepen your twist and stretch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Come back to downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale both feet to the front of your mat. Arms reach up. Inhale, hands to prayer on the exhale, and Utkatasana. Sit down into chair. Reach out as you inhale. Release forward on the exhale. Inhale halfway up. Exhale, step back to plank. Come down to your belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up, three-legged dog, and you're going to take your right knee to your right elbow, and then press back, three-legged dog, and step up into warrior one. Arms reach up. Inhale, take your hands to the earth as you exhale. Step back to plank. Come down to your belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Three-legged dog, left leg floats up, left knee to left elbow. Press back, three-legged dog, and step up into Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Arms reach up, stretch into the side ribs, and exhale, take everything onto the mat. Step back, come down, inhale, exhale back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale, exhale both feet to the front of your mat. Arms reach up, inhale, prayer on the exhale, sit down into that chair, reach out as you inhale, release forward, exhale. Inhale halfway, exhale, step back to plank. Come down to your belly, inhale cobra, exhale back, downward facing dog. Once again, three-legged dog, right leg floats up, and you're going to touch your right elbow. Press back, three-legged dog. This time twist to the left, touching your left elbow. Press back, three-legged dog, and step into warrior one. Arms reach up, inhale, warrior two, exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, take everything onto the mat. Step back to plank pose. Come down to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Left leg floats up, three-legged dog. Left knee to left elbow. Press back, three-legged dog. Left knee to right elbow. And again, three-legged dog. And we're stepping up, warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, warrior two. Big stretch back. Reverse the warrior as you inhale. And then exhale, take everything onto the mat. Step back to plank. Come down to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, both feet to the front of your mat. Arms reach up. Inhale. Pray on the exhale and sit down even lower in chair. Reach out as you inhale. Release forward. Exhale. Inhale halfway. Exhale, step back to plank. Come down to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up, three-legged dog. Right knee to right elbow. Press back, three-legged dog. And we're going to twist right knee to left elbow. Press back. And this time, right knee to chin, all the way down the middle. And then press back, three-legged dog, and step into warrior one. Arms reach up, inhale, warrior two on your exhale, and come into side angle. So I want you to take your right hand onto the inside of your right foot, onto the floor, left hand stretching up to the sky. See if you can use your right arm to encourage the right knee a little bit to the outer side of the mat. So pressing the right knee to the right side. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last breath, and exhale. Now a big inhale all the way back to reverse warrior. So it's quite a big move all the way back as you inhale, and exhale, take it all onto your mat. Step back to plank. Come down to your belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up. Three-legged dog. Left knee to left elbow. Press back. Left knee twisting to the right elbow. Press back. All the way down the center towards your chin. Press back. Step up. Warrior one. Arms reach up. Inhale. Warrior two. On your exhale, and come into that big stretch of side angle pose. Left hand on the mat. Left arm pressing into your left knee. Right arm stretching up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now a big stretch, almost like you're yawning all the way back to reverse warrior. And then bring it all the way forward again, planting both hands and stepping back to plank. Come down to your belly, inhale cobra, exhale back, downward facing dog. And we hold dog for 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Right leg lifts up, three-legged dog, and we're going to step into pyramid pose. So right foot steps between your hands. Keep your hands on the mat, straighten the right leg, and you might want to pull your back leg in a little bit closer. So both legs are straight and strong. And we're looking for a stretch in the hamstrings. If your legs feel quite stable and you feel balanced, you can take your hands and interlace them on your lower back. So your legs are still in pyramid, but your hands are on the lower back interlaced, and then you're going to straighten your arms and start to lift those straight arms off your back. So now we're stretching in the shoulders as well as that front legs, hamstrings. And we have 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. You can bend that front right leg, reach your arms back up to crescent pose, coming onto back toes. See if you can find a stretch in that back leg by pressing your heel away from you, left heel pressing away from you, left leg still straight, arms reaching up. 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Still pressing through the left heel. You're going to take your arms out in front of you, taking all of your weight into your right leg, and you're going to float that left leg all the way up into warrior 3. Arms stretched out in front of you or out to the side if that's too much, like airplane wings. 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last breath, and exhale, drop back, crescent pose, arms stretch up to the sky as you inhale, exhale everything onto your mat. Step back to plank, come down to your belly, inhale cobra, exhale back, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up, and once again we're looking for pyramid pose. So stepping between the hands, both legs are straight. That back right leg will probably want to pull in a bit closer. Find the strength and the balance in the legs. And then think of taking your arms onto your lower back and pulling straight arms into Yoga Mudrasana. And there we're holding the double stretch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last breath, and exhale, bending the front leg, lifting arms up into crescent pose, coming onto our back right toes, So you're on the ball of the right foot. Fingers are reaching up, stretching into the rib cage, but also looking for a stretch in the back of the right leg. 3 more breaths. You're in crescent. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath and exhale. And from here, we're just going to float into warrior 3. So right leg lifts up, arms stretching out in front of us, maybe coming into airplane wings. And 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath. And exhale, drop back to crescent, arms reach up, inhale, hands to the earth as you exhale, step back to plank, come down to your belly, inhale cobra, exhale back, downward facing dog. And 3 breaths in dog pose. See if you can stretch hips a little bit higher. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Both feet step to the front of your mat. Arms reach up on the inhale and pray on the exhale. We're going to come into tree pose. So I want you just to lift your right foot and press it onto the inside of your left leg. Hands pressed together into prayer, and it should feel like you're pushing everything towards the center. So both legs pressing, both hands pressing, and then reach your arms up to the sky and keep pressing together, but start to stretch over to the right side. So you just leaning over to the right, stretching the left side body. And we're holding 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last breath, and exhale. Come out of the stretch and just pull your right knee into your chest. And you're trying to encourage that knee up towards your shoulders. So you're pulling in and you're pulling up a little bit as well. And 2 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Keep the knee up nice and high. Just straighten that leg out in front of you. Arms reach up to the sky. And 3 breaths still. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath. And exhale and release hands to pray. Same thing on the other side. So we're coming into our tree pose. Left foot pressing into the right leg pressing back, hands come together, and we're stretching in our tree. So we're stretching up and we're stretching sideways. So just reaching a little bit over to the left side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Come out of the side bend. Bring your hands back to prayer. Pull that knee into your chest, and we're pulling the knee in and up towards the left shoulder. And it's still 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath. And exhale. Kick that left leg out in front of you. Arms reach up to the sky. Full body stretch here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath. And exhale, release your left foot onto the floor. Arms still reaching up to the sky as you inhale. And exhale, release, folding forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step back to plank pose. Come down to your belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, back downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up and steps into warrior one. And from warrior one, we open out, warrior two, and we come back to side angle pose. Right hand onto the floor on the inside, left arm reaching up and wrapping around the back body. So left hand resting on the right hip. You've got the option to stay as you are or to take your right hand underneath that right thigh, reaching underneath the leg, looking for your left hand. And coming into the bind, and we're holding 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Release your bind. Come up into warrior two as you inhale. And exhale, I want you to make your way into plank pose. So come all the way into plank pose. And then we're going into side plank, Vasisthasana. We're rolling to the right side, left arm reaches up to the sky. And we're here for 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath. And exhale. Inhale back to plank pose. Exhale all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Left leg floats up, 3-legged dog. Once again, we're stepping through warrior one, finding warrior two, and then stretching into side angle. Left hand on the inside of the left foot. Right hand can just drop behind your back again, looking for the left hip. And you can stay like that. Maybe coming into the full bind, taking that left arm underneath the left thigh, looking for right fingers. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath. And exhale. And we're going to come up into warrior two as we inhale and exhale into plank pose. And from plank, we're going to make our way to Vasisthasana. To the left, right arm stretches up, and we're looking for the stretch again. 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last breath. And exhale. Come back to plank pose. Take an inhale in plank and exhale onto the belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. And again, 3 breaths in dog pose. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Right leg floats up, 3-legged dog. Right foot steps up between your hands. And left leg lifts up into standing splits. So both hands stay on the floor, on the mat. And the idea here is you're trying to get your hands as close as possible to your standing leg. So walking the hands towards the ankle, maybe even taking one hand onto the ankle and keeping the other hand on the floor, and using the hand that's on the ankle to help pull, to stretch your head towards your standing leg. And we hear 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And you can drop your foot to the back of the mat. Come up to crescent as you inhale. Exhale, both hands down. Step back to plank pose. Come down to your belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Left leg floats up, three-legged dog. Left foot is going to step up between the hands into standing splits. Right leg floats all the way up to the sky. And again, see where you can take your hands. You want them as close to your left ankle or foot as possible, maybe even taking one hand onto that ankle, and then using that to try and get a little bit of flexibility as you take your head towards your shin. 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, and drop back to crescent arms. Reach up as you inhale. Exhale, both hands onto the mat. Step back to plank. Come down to your belly. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, back downward facing dog. And last bit of hard work. You're going to come forward into plank pose, and you're going to come into Vasisthasana to the right. So left arm floats to the sky. Legs are stacked. And I want you to play with the idea of lifting the left leg up. So you're only on the right leg. So just play for the next few breaths of lifting that left leg up. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last breath. And exhale. Well done. Come back to plank. And let's roll to the other side. And same thing here. Find Vasisthasana. Find the stretch. And then start stretching that left leg up as well, trying to create a starfish shape. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And last breath. And exhale, come all the way back to plank pose. Take an inhale. And exhale onto your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale back to child's pose. Everybody in child. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And from child, you can come to sitting Japanese style. So we're just sitting on our folded legs. So just sitting up on our folded legs. So we're going to be spending the next couple of minutes with our legs folded underneath us, doing different things. I never want any sensation in knees. So if you feel anything in your knees, just stop doing what you're doing and come into Sukhasana. And if you can't do what we're doing from Sukhasana, just take a break in Sukhasana. But I'm hoping to torture your feet a little bit. So let's begin there. We're going to come up into tabletop pose. And I want you to hook your toes underneath you and then sit back on to those feet. So you're taking weight onto those hooked on toes, if that makes sense. And make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. So you want your shoulders above your hips. You don't want to be taking weight forward. So you've got lots of weight coming down into your feet. And we're here for 5 breaths. So I know it's a very intense stretch, but it's very, very healthy for your feet. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, last breath, and exhale. Come back to tabletop pose and just stretch out the toes, roll out your ankles, just get the blood moving again. And then take your feet back onto the mat, but this time without the toes being hooked. So just the tops of the feet coming naturally onto the mat. We're going to stretch the tops of the feet now. So you can have your hands next to you on the side of your mat. And then I want you just to lift your knees up. If you have the balance, you can take your hands to prayer and just keep stretching those knees up for 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, Last breath. And exhale. And then you can release all the way down, come back to tabletop pose. And again, just roll those feet out. Okay, so we're going to give our feet and our ankles a bit of a break by coming into Baddha Konasana, rolling over, bringing the soles of the feet together, letting the knees drop open. Pressing the feet together, pull your heels as close as you can get them to your groin. So you really want a really tight Baddha Konasana, not a gentle one. You can even use your elbows on your thighs to help press your knees down. Holding onto your feet, start to release the upper body forward. And focus on where you're feeling the stretch. So it could be the outer hips. Most likely it is your inner thighs. It could be you creating space in the back body as you come forward. But just feel, where am I stretching? And we're here for 5 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And then come back up to neutral. And again, we're going to come back to our Japanese style of sitting. So once again, you're sitting on your feet. And from here, we're going to go back into a kind of reclining hero. So normally when we move backwards into reclining hero, we come off our feet and we take our feet to the sides and we sit between the feet. I want you to stay on your feet today. So you're going to stay sitting on your feet. So take your feet underneath you again. And then for the rest, it's like normal hero. You're just going to come back while you're still sitting on your feet. So just playing. You're probably not going to go down as far as you normally do. You're going to have more of a back bend happening, but you can still feel those quads stretching on the front of your thighs. You can go all the way down onto a flat back if you feel like you do have the flexibility for that. Otherwise, stay on elbows. 5 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. And exhale. And then come all the way back up to neutral. And we're going to come back into Baddha Konasana, but a loose shaped one, like a star shape or a nice diamond shape. So feet are far away. And I'm hoping you've got something close by that you can use as a block. So maybe a cushion, maybe a blanket folded up, because I want you to lift your feet off the floor. Your feet are going to go onto your block or onto your cushion or onto your folded up blanket. So they just lift it up a little bit higher. If you haven't got anything, it's not the end of the world. From here, we're just folding forward over those lifted up feet. And it should feel quite nice. Just release. We've already done the very strong stretch in Baddha Konasana. And now it's a gentle release forward. 5 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. And exhale. And you can come all the way back up to neutral. And you're going to stretch your right leg out in front of you and have something underneath your right ankle. So again, your block or your cushion or whatever. So your right leg is floating a little bit off the floor. And we're coming into Janu Shirshasana like that. If you haven't got something to put underneath your heel, it's not the end of the world. It's just going to deepen the sensation of stretching in that right leg. That's all that height is going to do. And then see if you can just release into the stretch. So you're folding forward for 5 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last breath. And exhale. Come out of Janu Sirsasana. So come out of the forward fold. If you've used a block or something, just move it away so that your right heel is resting back on the floor. Your left foot is still on the inside of your right thigh. And I want you to lie down onto your back. So you're in like tree pose on your back, if that makes sense. So all the way down onto your backs. Right leg is your standing leg in your tree pose. I want you to lift a flexed left foot up and to press it into or onto the highest part of the top of your thigh. So the part of the thigh that we've just stretched in our form of reclining hero. And then hold there. So you're almost trying to come into half lotus pose, trying to get that foot up almost onto the hip on the right side. 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, and exhale. So from your lying down position, just keep your foot where it is, keep your legs straight. Just press yourselves all the way up to seated. So you're sitting in Ardha Padmasana, half lotus pose, and we're going to fold forward. So we keep our legs exactly as they are. We're just releasing our head down towards our right foot. So this pose is done standing, and it's really quite tough to try and keep your balance with the strong stretching going on. And that's why we're doing it seated. And we're holding here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last breath. And exhale. And come all the way out. Come back to Dandasana. If you use something underneath your right heel, you're going to put it underneath your left heel and come into Janu Sirsasana, right leg pressing onto the inside of your left leg. And then we're just coming into that forward fold again. Just releasing the upper body over the straight left leg. And we're staying with that stretch for 5 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last breath. And exhale. And then you can come up to a neutral spine, move your prop out of the way if you used one, and come all the way onto your back, flexing the right foot, and then bringing that right foot up as high as you can on that left thigh. And then actively enjoying that stretch for 3 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keeping your legs exactly as they are. Just come all the way up to seated. And we're going to move straight into our forward fold in half lotus. So just stretching over that straight left leg while the right foot, still flexed, is resting on top of the left thigh. 5 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last breath. And exhale. And come all the way back up to the neutral spine. And take both legs out nice and wide into Upavista. So toes are pointing up to the sky, and I want you to actually take your hands behind you and see if you can lift your sit bones off and fold a little bit further forward and then release down onto the front of your sit bones. You're just trying to get the pelvis to tilt a little bit forward. And we're going to twist. So super gluing sit bones onto the floor. We're twisting to the right. You're going to take your right hand behind your back and you're looking for the inside of your left thigh. Left hand coming onto the outside of the right thigh and just enjoying quite a strong twist for 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last breath and exhale. And come out of your twist and we're going to go straight to the left side. Left hand goes behind the back. Right hand crosses over. And we're just stretching, working really hard into the pose. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last breath and exhale. Come out of the twist, keep your legs as they are and just release forward. So it feels quite good if you can feel supported. So elbows onto the floor and letting your head rest in your hands, or elbows on your block or whatever you used underneath your foot if you can't get your head down. So just feeling a little bit of support. So you actually feel like you can surrender into that support. And it seems silly, but the fastest way to stretch is to feel safe in the stretch. So if you're pulling onto your toes and pulling yourself down, you think you're actually doing a lot, but you're not. If you can kind of release into the stretch, you're going to really feel a difference a lot faster. 4 more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Come out of your forward fold, bring your legs together, have a bit of a bend in both of your knees and come all the way down onto your back for bridge pose. We're looking for the stretch in our bridge as well. Feet are hip width apart, shoulders are pulled together. Press down into your feet and lift up as high as you can. Take your hands together underneath you and interlace your fingers and press down into straight arms as well. Really stretching, pulling shoulders together underneath you. 5 breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last breath and exhale. And gently release your fingers, release your pelvis to the mat, bring your knees together, take them into your chest, squeeze them in. And just reset your spine for the next 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and last breath. And exhale. Open your arms out wide to the side. We're going to set up now for a reclining twist, and you've got the option to take both your knees just as they are, squeezed together and drop them over to the right side. Or you can wrap your right thigh on top of your left thigh, coming into an eagle wrap and dropping your eagle legs over to the right side. You might want to turn your head to look to the left. 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last breath and exhale. Come all the way back to center. If you wrapped your legs, unwrap and wrap left thigh on top of right thigh. And we're dropping either both knees or wrapped legs to the left, head turning to the right. And again, 5 breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. And come all the way out of your twist. Come into happy baby. So just reach down, grab hold of your feet. And I know there's a lot of sensation in the hips. And see if you can feel the strength of your arms, and see if you can feel a sense of spaciousness in the back body. So even though hips and arms are probably talking to you the loudest, see if you can feel space being created in the back body. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Coming out of happy baby, setting up for pranayama. So we're just going to come into our breathing exercise. You have the option of sleeping butterfly or reverse pyramid, one hand resting on the belly, one hand resting on the chest. And we're going to breathe together. We're inhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last big inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold the breath. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax your breath. So just coming back to your natural breath. Once you've found it, pull your knees together, take them into your chest, squeeze them in. Head lifts up, forehead reaching towards the knees. And then you can relax all the way down into the most important pose, which is Shavasana. So just allowing the body to integrate all the benefits of the practice in Shavasana. I want you to start by noticing the space that you've created in your body in our stretch practice that we've just completed. And as you rest here in Shavasana, just feel yourself expanding as you let go more and more. At the same time, notice the strength you've cultivated in your body. And energetically, that strength translates into courage, into confidence, and into endurance. As you surrender to the earth below you, feel yourself getting grounded, rooted, connected, stable. At the same time, open your heart and mind to the sky above you and feel yourself getting lighter and freer. Allow yourself to spread out, take up space. Just relax everything. Even your breathing, let it be natural, organic, effortless. Almost as if the breath is breathing you. Just absorb the benefits of your practice. Enjoy how it feels to let go and surrender, even if it's just for a few moments. Just completely give over to the experience of releasing, of surrendering, of letting go. And notice how that feels. Notice how the physical body feels. Notice how your energy or your breath body feels. Notice how your emotional body feels when you just surrender. We're going to start to bring movement back to the body now, starting with fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Exhaling, knees into the chest and just dropping them over to the right side and allowing eyes to be open. And take a last deep inhale and exhale, come all the way up to a seated position. We're going to come into our full lotus. So left foot always pulls in first, right foot rests or comes up into half, which we practiced with a straight leg earlier, or left foot also coming up. Hands come into Anjali Mudra. We lift and touch our foreheads, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to hearts. reminding us to have clear, loving intentions. Hands to mouths, reminding us to have clear and loving words. Namaste. And thank you for practicing. I hope that you enjoyed the class.